Hello people, it is around about 8:45. I've been up since around about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm going to do these quick updates in the morning now to let you know how much they've put me through at night time. Now, I managed to park in front of any vehicles. I know there's a vehicle parked out in front of me. I hadn't had a look. One pulled away from me quite early in the morning. They seem to do that. They seem to know that you're going to go out there and do a video, so they pull away quite quickly, quite early in the morning. I haven't really got enough battery power. I've got problems with charging and jennies and stuff, so I have to go careful. But last night I kept my fan on. Last night I've got a little I made it before I left pretty. It's just basically if I plug it in. It's a little 5-volt fan that you use to call computers, and I'm using the there's a hole in the roof about 1/4 inch thick, and I'm using that to push the air through. It's basically it's a little hole that was made for the solar panels that go on the roof, that were on the roof, and I had to leave that on all night. But it saves me because it does actually pump out quite a lot. The van acts as a filter. You can see I've got a towel over the cab. Anywhere where I can stuff a cloth or a paper, put my clothes at the back, a jacket, car, anything to be able to block it out and use the fan as an actual filter. So last night they got this much out of me. If you're a nervous disposition, look away please. That's how much they got out of me instead last night. That's through using the fan. That would be 3/4 full now, and they are getting well over 4 pints of urine from me. Okay, they've been doing this for 5.5 years. I have had enough. I have to do something. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm starting to get aches in my belly from breathing in so much of this hydrochloride, so much of this sulfuric acid, and this that they're spraying everywhere. You know? I know they're spraying it around everywhere in housing estates and stuff, people. You know? If you don't say something, we're not going to get anywhere, are we? Because I believe that, you know, the police are not stupid, and other people are saying things about this now. The more of us that come up in arms about this, spraying the world with this evil stuff, there's something else as well that they're spraying this. It's complicated, and I remember getting into this 12 years ago when I started campaigning against chemtrails. And what they're some of the things they're spraying this with are nanoparticulates that go in liquid crystal screens. Okay, liquid crystal screens. Okay, now it's hard to say, but when you understand what is behind this all, you understand that they know everything. Okay, did you know that Lucifer, at one time was God's right-hand man? Did you know that? He was called the star of the morning, Satan, the star of the morning. He knows everything, people. Okay? He knows everything. So, in a way, if you think about it, no matter what we try and do, we've lost anyway. Because if he knows it all, he's just going to put something else in place. He's going to put something else in place. He's going to do something else, isn't he? When I say people that, I do think these mass catastrophes are coming, that says in the Bible, I mean it. They are trying everything they can to wear down the human race. Now, I've been putting up with this covertly being poisoned for 5.5 years now, and I believe I have the right to do something else now. Like I said, I think I'd rather be dead or die trying, if you get my point. Enough's enough, people, right? We're all wandering around being pickled like onions. Do you know we've got a protective sac around all of our organs? You've got a protective sac around your brain, you've got a protective sac around your heart, around your lungs. Now, what do you think's been stopping this from poisoning us and really taking us out? They're not stupid. They know the exact amount how to release, when to release it, and where. If you had that driving through, I don't know, a suburb of the town, all of a sudden you get a big cloud of this all this sulfuric acid in gas form. God, it just makes you want to, turn your head sideways and close your eyes, doesn't it? But it's not something you really want to do driving a car, is it? All of these pipes and roadworks and stuff they've been doing for years, you think it's just for water, you think it's just for gas. It ain't, mate. This is a mass extinction event that they're causing, on top of the mass extinction event that we're in. I know the police are not stupid, and I know other people must be saying stuff about this. I just hope they get enough, I don't know, action together, to bring this out into light, to get other people to say stuff about this and stop this. I have an amazingly strong body. I had an ulcerous, cancerous bowel for 26 years. I got over that. I had 2.5 foot of my bowel removed in emergency surgery whilst I was getting ready for work. The next day I had lost 2.5 foot of my bowel. And I've recovered from that, okay? And now you're coming along for 5 years now, nearly 5.5 years, and poisoning me to death slowly. It is going to stop now, people. I am going to do something about it. Enough is enough. I'm going to be seeing people that I used to know, people that belong to other organisations. You'd shit yourself if you didn't know the protocol, okay? I'm going to do things, get stuff together, and I'm going to help try and stop this myself. And if I fucking die doing it, then on your heads be it, police and the people that ignored me, because really, I understand you've helped by, should have my vehicle impounded by now. For, I've got insurance and, but because of what they've done, they knew I wouldn't be able to get my MOT together. They knew it would put me in this situation. Everything that's happened to me almost in the past 12 years that they've done, it has been engineered, orchestrated to mess my life up, to poison me. Why? Because I was campaigning against chemtrails. Because 12 years ago, people, I was saying, the market square's still there, let's go. 12 years ago. Now, there are other things that I have discovered that I'm not telling you, and they are major things. They are, I'm not trying to be big-headed or something, but is that the reason why they're doing this to me? But enough's enough, people, yeah? Can you imagine urinating that nearly every night? For the past 5 years. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine what it's done to my body? I'm sorry, I have to fight back now. I have no choice. Unless the police get real involved, I have no choice. And I have the right to. Come on, people, if they're doing this to you now, speak up and say something, because I know they are. I walk into supermarkets and they're spraying it everywhere. Everyone's running to the toilets trying to have a pee. And it's designed to wear you down. You remember the ancients? Remember the Chinese, the Japanese? Remember the Qigong? Remember they used to say that, your life force goes through you, and the more that the more the more that the more flatulent you are, the more that you give out, the life force goes with it. And that sort of verges on another point. I don't think I'm going to get out there. I'm going to in another video. But our life force, our energy forces are really important to other, let's just say, other entities out there that need it. We're an equatorial mass. It's making them change. They can't help it. We all have to be ourselves. That's what that says in the Bible. Something will happen which will expose us for who we really are. They need extra power. They need extra life force to keep going. Where can they get it from? How can they extract it quicker? Work it out, people. We're in hell. And now hell's waking up on earth. Cheers. Keep fighting.